All right, orchestra family, I'm making this video to show you how you're supposed to recite the master of the scale line D. And we're going to use this to learn a little bit about the practice strategies that are in your practice journals. We're going to try two of those. So I'm going to turn on a little drum track here just to make things funky and show you how you're supposed to recite that. So we want to sit up in our chair, make ourselves nice and tall, put our feet flat on the floor because you're going to tap your foot on the beat. Okay, so here's how you're going to recite line D.
Letter D, 1, 2, ready, go.
D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D. Alright, so that's how you want to get in the end. I bet if you try it right now, that's going to be a big old tongue twister. So let's use some of our practice strategies, which you're going to be using for the next 2 years. Let's use some of those practice strategies to sort of break this down and make it easier. The first one, and the most obvious, is to slow it down. If you try to go right now, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, okay, you're probably not going to get through that without making mistakes. And that's very important. We don't want to practice mistakes, because once you practice a mistake over and over, it becomes permanent. It's very hard to fix. So do it right the first time and practice doing it correctly. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slow it down, okay? And that's going to make it much easier to memorize this line, because you do want to do this from memory, not from the music in front of you. Use it to, to learn it, but then you need to put that away. So we're going to slow it down like this. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D. Now, some of you may be able to get it just by slowing it down. Some of you may still stumble, especially as we go all the way back down. Now, if I can recite that going up without mistakes, I don't need to keep practicing that over and over. If I can go D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and I can do that every time, but when I go C, B, A, G, F, E, D, I make a mistake. That's the part I need to work on. So the second technique, so the first technique will slow it down. The second technique is segmentation. I don't need to practice every measure on the page. I need to go right to the spot that I'm having trouble with and fix that. So that's what we're going to do with this D line. I'm going to go right to the descending form of going backwards on that line. So I'm just going to practice this section. C, B, A, G, F, E, D. Notice I just started from C. When you recite this, don't recite the D on the right side twice. You only go there and then go back. So we're going to start from C and go backwards. C, B, A, G, F, E, D. Now notice, I'm combining two practice strategies now. I'm still slow and I'm doing segmentation. So I slowed it down and I'm doing segmentation. So you'll see on your practice journals, you'll have several practice strategies that you can use, and we'll learn those as we go through the year, but right now these are the two I want to show you. Slow it down, segmentation, go right to the spot you're having trouble with and fix that spot. Another form of segmentation, do I need to do all 7 letters going backwards? What if that's too much for me to process? I could just work on C, B, A, G, okay? C, B, A, G. That was good. C, B, A, G. So now I've done it right 3 times in a row. I know I've got that. After G comes F. F, E, D. F, E, D. All right, get that right 3 times in a row. Now I can try doing it, put it back together. C, B, A, G, F, E, D. Okay, so you're going to work on Master of the Scale, and you're going to record that in your practice journals, and that will be your bonus lesson for this week. All right, shoot me questions. Show up to Zoom. Later.